Welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for tuning in and joining us today. We are filming on site at Klein's Floral and Greenhouses here on East Washington Avenue. And if you can't tell, Christmas is really in the air around here. It smells good, it looks good, it feels great, and it's warm.
All of the above. Yeah, what a great feeling to be in this space and get to see in the Christmas mood the holiday mood.
It really does. There's kind of glitter everywhere and tons of these poinsettias.
And they're all gorgeous and full and just beautiful.
I understand that Sue actually grows these all right here. So, you know, if you're interested in buying local, Klein's have been around for over 100 years now. They are still local and really fantastic items here throughout the place. Don't you agree?
This is truly a family business that has been passed down through generations, and now Sue is, you know, just taking it to the next level and making it just absolutely stunningly beautiful in here, and even providing pointers and things for folks who want to, you know, the do-it-yourselfers.
Right.
That's really fun.
Right. I mean, you can even come in here with like a party and create a container, which she's going to show us how to do
didn't we
later.
talked about girls' night last time?
Yeah.
What a fun idea.
That's true. She's got the potting shed, so you can bring your own containers or buy one here and buy the plants
And do it yourself.
and leave them
DIY.
Effortlessly.
Yes. You may need a little bit of hand making it as perfect as Sue does, because she is such an expert, but she'll show you how. So that's what's beautiful about that.
Along the lines of gift giving and that kind of thing too, we're going to talk with the Madison Glass Academy. Now this is kind of new for me, the whole glass blowing idea, but I've sure seen works of art that are fantastic, and now we have an opportunity to learn how to take a lesson, learn how to do it yourself. Is that right?
Yeah, if you want to work with a torch, this is the thing for you. No, you don't have to work with a
Keep
torch.
your eyebrows.
Yeah, that's right. But if you start small, they'll let you work up to the torch, I understand. So it's pretty exciting.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
But this is a great idea for a date. I mean, coming into the holidays, just getting together with family, you might find a new passion that
Yeah.
could excel in.
Or a gift for someone that you know that might enjoy that kind of thing and learning
Right.
that art or more about it at least. And plus you get to take home whatever you made, isn't that?
Yeah,
isn't
that's
that
really
true?
nice.
That's the best part.
That's awesome.
From small to big, I think they have some really small things too. So you don't have to have a yard sculpture or anything like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then we're talking to Wyndham Garden today. That should be an interesting segment.
Wyndham Garden Hotel out in Fitchburg,
They're
right?
in Fitchburg. They're fabulous. They've actually just recently been remodeled. I know because I've been in, and what a huge transformation.
I have seen their restaurant, Tuscany, correct? I've driven by it at night, and when it's all lit up, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. So I was really glad to hear that it's not just for hotel guests. I mean, you can.
It's a great restaurant, great happy hour, a beautiful kind of low lit setting with like comfy seating.
I need to go.
It's really a nice experience. So yeah, I totally recommend it, whether or not you're staying in the hotel.
So we're going to meet with the wedding planner and the event coordinator there to learn how you can rent out their space for a big party, a small party. I understand they have a ballroom.
They do.
And a
It's stunning.
fabulous staircase that's total photo op material.
Yeah, if you'd have been to the Christmas party last year, you'd know all about the ballroom.
I was, don't you remember?
That's right.
It was me.
Well, we're going to have to take a
Whoever it
break.
was.
We're going to have to take a break. We'll be right back, actually with Jill and Portia from Wyndham Garden Hotel, right after this.
Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming here at Klein's Floral and Greenhouses on East Wash, and it's just a beautiful environment. I wish you could smell how amazing it is in here.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, just awesome. We'll talk with Sue Klein a little bit later, but first we have Portia and Jill. They're from the Wyndham, right?
Yep.
I always feel like I'm going to say it wrong. which is in Fitchburg, and they're going to tell us about why it's such a great space to have your next party or event or whatever you need to do, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what kind of spaces do you have at the Wyndham?
We have a giant ballroom
Okay,
with
that's a good start.
an amazing balcony and grand staircase. So for weddings, it's completely
Picturesque?
amazing. It's,
Yeah.
I've
absolutely.
seen that staircase, and
Yeah.
it does kind of glide on down.
It does.
sells
and
itself.
I've
Like-
heard many good pictures
Yes.
have been taken on that staircase.
That's true.
So, and then we have several other smaller meeting rooms as well.
Okay.
So it sounds like you can accommodate groups of all sorts of different sizes. Is that right?
Yes, we can. To about 250, pushing it a little bit, but we can get in 250 if we have to.
And is there a minimum size if someone's got a small party?
Absolutely no minimum size.
Oh, well, that's really nice.
Yeah.
So what sets you apart? I mean, why would one want to choose the Wyndham for their holiday party or their wedding reception or?
I would have to say the ballroom pretty much speaks for itself.
Yeah.
We have me, because I'm a certified wedding and event planner, so you get me.
Okay.
No
Well,
matter,
there you
no
go.
matter what. And we are very flexible on our pricing. We're very flexible with our menus. And it is a beautiful, beautiful place to have your pictures taken or any
Yeah.
of that
So
stuff.
not only is it a great space, but you're very accommodating. It sounds like to your guests.
Very much, yes.
Which makes things helpful, especially in that super stressful time
Sure.
planning a wedding
Absolutely.
Right.
or event.
Let's take that a step further. So talk a little bit more about the catering that you do for whether it's a small meeting or a larger group.
We have our restaurant, the Tuscany. So all of the cooks there, all the chefs there are the ones that take care of our banquet menu as well.
And I can vouch. I've had the food, and it's very
Really?
good. Yes.
Coming up, you'll be having the food again, as I understand
Right.
it too. So, and we do everything from buffets and fancy sit-downs to you can get a boxed lunches. So if you're just having a meeting with 15 people and you just want a boxed lunch, you can get one of those as
Wow.
well.
I
And
love
our
those.
chef will accommodate whatever he needs to accommodate you.
Is this a restaurant that you can just go into, or do you
It is.
need to reserve the space?
Nope.
Okay.
And
I
you
bet
don't have
that's
to
a-
stay at the hotel either. You can come there anytime you want.
But that's
Open
a
to the
common,
public.
Yeah, a common
Yeah.
misconception
Yes.
that it's exclusive to the hotel, but
And
the
it-
Tuscany, anyone can.
Yep,
Go
absolutely.
Oh, that's excellent.
Exactly.
So, what kind of amenities or perks are included if you do get a package with you guys or decide to have your reception there?
Ooh. Well, for starters, the bride and groom get a free whirlpool suite the night of the wedding.
That
So
sounds
that's-
amazing.
Yeah, that
I'll take one of
that kind of
those.
sells itself as well. All of the setup, all of the teardown is included. Linens are included. We light up the head table. We light up the cake table, the gift table.
When you say light up, what do you mean?
Christmas lights underneath
Oh,
there.
I love
It's
that.
very pretty.
nice.
Yeah, it's very, very, very beautiful when you get that those lights underneath the tablecloths. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I can envision it.
Do you have any tips for folks, especially couples, if they're considering this venue for their wedding reception or maybe an engagement party?
I do. First and foremost, do not be afraid to ask questions.
That would be
I'm
me.
serious.
So
'Cause
many questions.
I mean, I try to answer all the questions because I've been doing wedding planning for years. So I typically can answer the questions before they even have them, but you really need to make sure you're asking questions. And when you're visiting other spaces, make sure you're asking the same questions of each location that you're looking at because you'd be surprised at the differences that can happen between.
That way you
Yeah.
can
Between
compare
different
which is the
places.
best.
Things get overlooked or
Yeah, absolutely.
forgotten. Well, it sounds like that you're a good gal to handle that for them.
I do my best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good team here. Well, thank you very much for being here. Can't
Thank
wait
you.
to check you out over Christmas. I think that we're going to have our Christmas party there.
December
from what
18th.
I've heard. Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent. Thank you, ladies, very much for being here. Check out the Wyndham Garden Hotel on Fish Hatchery for your next event, holiday party,
Or
wedding
otherwise.
reception.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for more Girl Talk. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome back to Girl Talk. We are filming here at Klein's Floral and Greenhouses and beautiful setting.
It is
really
really
nice.
nice. So festive.
It is. We're
Yeah.
going to talk to Sue in just a minute about planting a winter container, one of her fortes. Speaking of holidays, however, we are going to be talking to this lovely gentleman here. This is Levi Kellogg, who joins us from Madison Glass, and they actually do some glass blowing lessons, right?
Yeah.
So welcome. We're so glad to have you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
So since we are amongst this gorgeous setting, let's talk a little bit about the holidays. You guys have some cool things going on.
Yeah, we've broadened sort of our
our group offering in order to do a buy one get one with our lessons. So we're doing $69.99, and it gives you the opportunity to bring someone in, maybe a significant other or just a roommate, anybody, and enjoy something, take something home with you, possibly even just perfectly a gift for the holidays. So.
Yeah,
That's great.
this is cool because this is something that's kind of out of the box, out of your what you would typically do for.
Definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've never glass blown before.
If you're stuck in a rut and you give the same sweater every year,
Right, right.
Well, and even the
go make something.
things like a date night have seemed to just keep taking off more and more, and from the full range of the first date to a 20-year-old couple to coming in, and you kind of just get that hands-on experience that I think has a level of intimacy, has a level of just excitement. So
Great.
yeah, it's really been great.
How many lessons do you do each day?
Well, right now we've opened up to 2 per day. So we used to do a 5 o'clock. Now there's a 3 o'clock available as well. So our online schedule's opened up for the next, I believe, couple months of
Great.
availability.
This is really cool because you could find something like a new hobby that you could be really passionate about. Have you seen your classes growing lately?
Yeah, we've seen
Recently?
both re-signs, getting people to come in on the introductory lesson and then look to expand on that skill and take one of our courses, as well as, we got a little bit of feedback, and a lot of our introductory stuff was working with glass welding a lot more. You have to develop some of the muscle memory and some of the practice to get to what would be considered the glass blowing and making maybe ornaments or other pieces like that. So we found a way to kind of enhance that introductory lesson and offer it to people where they could also do the glass blowing.
Sure.
And maybe take on a little more of a challenge their first time. So overall, it definitely has grown, and it's just been exciting to work with everyone around here.
I was just gonna say too, because when you think about glass blowing, honestly, before we had talked to you guys about a month ago, I had no idea what to expect or what that really was. I was thinking about like some kind of maybe craft sitting around the table. No, this is like there's torches, there's all kinds of exciting things going on. So this is like quite the skill to acquire. What made you get interested in doing this?
Well, I think for me, I've one way or the other been around it. Different friends of mine I continue to glass blow even when they've moved around the country. And kind of being in the, personally I'm in the music industry on the other side of my career, and it always seems to tie in together. Some of the festivals you'll see live glass blowing going on, and there always seems to be a way that the arts tie in with music and other art forms.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's given me an opportunity to tie together a couple of loves, or find maybe a side of retail that ties together that artistic enjoyment. So
Yeah, I like that.
So do you
Well said.
normally cater toward groups or individuals?
well, it's a sort of thing that we think that giving the individual the attention is the best thing that we can do.
Sure.
We've seen in other places, or I guess we should say we've heard from other people that other courses around the country, they do more of a group spectating lesson. You don't actually get very hands-on, and that's the opposite of what we're going for. We want to work as best as we can with your schedule, get you and someone else that you're comfortable with so you don't feel awkward and like nervous, and then that way
That's
you
really
get your
great.
hands on, you make something.
Yeah, we want to
so.
get in there.
You don't want to be
Definitely.
nervous when you're working
Yeah.
with torches, right?
Yeah, that seems like we're getting into the wrong step right there. So.
Well, that's such a fun idea for people to acquire a new skill, find a new love, and maybe even make some beautiful things to give away for the holidays. So thanks so much. This is Levi Kellogg from Madison Glass. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And when we return, we are going to be checking in with Miss Sue Klein. We're making some winter containers after the break. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We've been promising you all episode that we were going to have Miss Sue Klein from Klein's Floral and Greenhouses show us how to do a winter container. We're going to talk lots of things holiday, but Sue, thank you so much for hosting us here.
Thank you for coming out here.
What an experience. It's been such a beautiful, lovely place to film. The decorations look great. The trees are up. It's just so festive and great. But this is what I've been looking forward to. So you're going to show us today how to make a winter container.
Yes.
And I know you're really quick, but I'll have you kind of jump right in and show us. So the cool thing about this is that really anybody can do this, right?
Absolutely.
So kind of talk us through where to begin.
So you can either use one of your containers from the summer and just cut off all the plants and leave all the soil in there, or use an empty pot. The plastic ones I like a little bit better. The ceramic might crack during winter, so
Okay.
you know, you want something like that. Fill it up with some dirt. And I started with just some spruce tips here, but we're going to add a lot of other evergreens and a little bling.
And a little
Bling,
yes.
absolutely. So I'm going to add some of the cedar here, and just I'm going to give you some to add over on that side there. So kind of think about where you're going to put your container. This one I'm kind of making all around. If you're going to have it up against a door, you're going to make it more three-sided than all around.
Okay, and so we're just kind of sticking these in the outer circumference of the pot. Okay.
And in between the spruce tips there, and
Okay.
they smell delightful. I just love evergreens.
Yeah, it really does. The smell in here in general is just absolutely outstanding. We've got the row of poinsettias behind us. It's such a fabulous holiday feel. It really gets you in the spirit if you're not already there.
And these poinsettias we grow right here. We
Yeah.
grow about 4,000 of them here.
Oh my God, that's
And,
outstanding. We
yeah.
talked a little bit about that without you, and now we get to ask you about it. So, I mean, how long does it take you? When do you start doing these?
Well, we get them in July, so this is how the size that they get after a few months, like that.
And there's just rows of
And
poinsettias. It's
so
outstanding.
many different colors. You know, red, of course, is the traditional color, but we have all sorts of marbles and variegated ones, and pinks and creams, and soon we'll start painting poinsettias. I don't know if you remember
Oh,
those from last
I do.
year, but
They're
we have
so beautiful.
turquoise and all sorts of fun colors.
Yeah, I
So-
remember the turquoise really stood out.
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
Yeah.
And while you're kind of putting this together, you know, let's talk a little bit about are people still doing things out in the garden? Is that still possible
Sure, and
right now?
we've had such nice weather here, and the ground's not frozen yet, so you can still plant your spring blooming
Okay.
bulbs. Yep, we can put a few more of those in there. And this is a good time of the year to just clean up your yard. So then you don't have to do it in spring. You
And
know,
there's less underneath all that snow and
Yep,
muck when you
exactly.
resurface next year, right?
Exactly. Okay, so now we're adding some pine in. I like how that looks, and with a little bit of
it's
wind,
so
it just
pretty.
kind of.
I'm just winging it. I hope that's okay.
You're doing great. See?
You don't have to have a green thumb. You can do this with a little bit of help. And you actually do some wreath assembly too, don't you?
Yep, we have wreaths that are ready to go
Oh, you
on
do?
your door. We have garland to put around doorways and garage doors.
Oh, how nice.
And then, of course, all these evergreens. So I'm going to add a little bling as well.
All right, here's where we start getting fancy.
We have all these glitter branches and all sorts of fun colors.
These are so beautiful. This really adds, talk about holiday festive spirit. That looks so cute. And these are the kinds of things you can kind of tie some of these colors in with your tree too, if you
Yep.
want to do that.
We have blues and champagne and green and
You
natural
guys-
colors.
You need to come and just look at the trees that they have over here. Oh my gosh, inspirational. The one we filmed in front of is beautiful, but there's the kind of blue turquoise tree that I love, and just some really beautiful ones. And let's talk a little bit about, we talked, I think, a while back, but it's been a little bit. Now, you actually do the windowsill herbs, and that's kind of becoming
do.
more and more popular. Tell us about those.
That is so fun. And, you know, growing your own herbs is just so rewarding. Being able to, and it brings a little bit of spring or summer into your home.
And
in
can you
winter.
do this all, you can do
You
it in the
can.
winter?
You're going to
Okay.
need good lighting, so make
Okay.
sure you have a window that has good light. But yeah, we have a lot of herbs that are really easy to grow inside during the winter, and you can use them for cooking. And
And I just think that's such a great gift idea for people who are, you know, who have a family member or who are really inclined to work out in their garden throughout the year, which you obviously can't do in the winter. So
Right.
to have a little project like that and kind of keep yourself in that mood, in that mode, I think that's a great thing
Exactly.
to give too. So I love
Exactly.
that. And how fun is it? How impressive is it to have someone over for a holiday dinner and you use your own?
I know,
Your
right?
own window
Yes,
herbs.
Yes.
So now you tie your bows here and you do so well.
I
Is there a
do.
trick?
You know, using wired ribbon certainly helps.
Okay.
And if you want, we certainly will make bows for you if you are, don't want
Okay.
to make it yourself. We do
If
that
you're not
as
bow
well.
inclined.
Yeah.
They'll
And-
help you.
And I've been making bows since I was probably 2. So
Oh my gosh. And along those lines, if you haven't been to Klein's before, this is a family business that has been around for over 100 years. So when Sue says she's been doing this since she was 2, she means it. This is in your blood, in your bones. You've been doing this for a long, long time, so you know your stuff. But that's why we love coming to you. You really have such a passion for this.
Thank you.
And whether or not you have a green thumb or you have less experience, it's a great place to come because you can, pick something up that's already created, or you can come and actually make it yourself, and I promise they'll make it easy for you. So what a beautiful winter container this is turning out to be. There's another one behind me that we'll show you, and what a fun way to make your house just feel ready for the holidays. So thank you so much, Sue, for
you.
having us. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much to all of our guests for joining us. Thank you for watching. That's it for Girl Talk.